Hi, I'm Kevin Hicks and welcome to my YouTube channel, The History Squad. Today is it's a sad one. This is Henry VIII's execution of Margaret Pole, May 27th, 1541. I had to read it then actually. I've got so many dates in here that I'm going to start falling out. But it's easy to sit here, you know, and we can have a bit of fun with the death kind of things, the macabre things. But these people who were executed in history were real people. And the one period that really kind of gets to me is the period of Henry VIII. 70,000 people were executed in the reign of Henry VIII. 70,000 people. This is incredible. And of course, two of the most famous are Anne Boleyn and Catherine Howard, two of his wives. But who was Margaret Pole, Countess of Salisbury? Well, she was a Plantagenet. In fact, a Plantagenet princess. She was the daughter of the Duke of Clarence. He was executed when she was very young. She was also the lady-in-waiting to Catherine of Aragon, Henry VIII's first wife, and she was also the governess to Henry VIII's daughter, Princess Mary. She was a devout Catholic, and she remained true to her faith. But during the Reformation, the 1530s, her son Reginald refused to acknowledge Henry VIII as the supreme head of the Church of England. He absconded to Europe. Now, his mother, Margaret, she had a go at him for doing this. She remained faithful to Henry VIII. She had committed no crime, no treason. Now, it's interesting because there was the Pilgrimage of Grace, a rebellion up in the north of England, and Reginald, her son, apparently was one of the leaders. And this may be behind why she was arrested. Henry VIII couldn't get at her son, Reginald, so he gave permission for Thomas Cromwell to arrest her. This is so sad. A 65-year-old woman is thrown into the Tower of London by Thomas Cromwell. She didn't have a trial. She was just thrown in. This is absolutism, isn't it? You know, this absolute monarch. Just at his whim, you can lose your life. But she was held in the tower for 2 years. At the age of 67, this frail old lady, 27th of May, 1541, she is told, first thing in the morning, you're going to die. She's led outside into the courtyard in the Tower of London. Because she is of noble blood, she's going to have a private execution. I bet that means a lot, doesn't it? So the royal executioner was up the north of England, cutting other people's heads off from this rebellion. So there is nobody to cut off Margaret Pole's head. Well, they get a youngster in. Some say as young as 16, possibly never done this thing before. Now, you imagine this yourself. You're a boy, you're in the Tower of London, you've got a great big axe, and you are going to cut the head off a frail old lady. Now, there's a popular myth that Margaret Pole, after the first blow missed her neck, actually rose up from the block and ran away from the executioner, crying out that she was innocent, she was no traitor. But this account was written over 100 years later, so it probably never happened. There is another account, though, she wouldn't keep her head still, proclaiming that she'd not been charged, she'd not had a trial. Either way, she's on the block, this low piece of wood, not a proper block. And the boy swings the axe for the first one. And he hits her in the shoulder. He must have been trembling from head to foot. She must have been gasping. He gets the axe out. He tries to hit her again and again, missing the vital parts each time. In fact, it took 11 blows to sever the head of that poor woman. The official description was he simply hacked her head and shoulder to pieces. After all said and done, it's incredible to think that Margaret Pole may have been executed, killed, for a very simple reason. Not for treason. It may have been this. So many people had been arrested with the rebellion up in the north that every room and every corner of the Tower of London was needed. So her cell was needed. So to make it empty, simply cut off her head. Isn't that awful? Well, I hope you found that interesting. Sad tale, yeah. If you did, thumbs up. If you're a subscriber, thank you so much. And this is going great, isn't it? I'm loving the forums. I'm hoping there's going to be some, comments about this terrible affair. If you're not a subscriber, then subscribe. Ding that bell. The subscribe button's down there. But for now, thank you very much.